So after a crazy week last week of severe weather, even tornadoes in Newburgh, we're finally getting to a weather pattern that's much more calmer and a lot more nicer. And the only thing crazy going on really is the tropical storm Debby. And let's go ahead and get you on that. We'll go ahead and switch on over here. And as you can see, there is her location. I'll get you a satellite view here. And right there, pretty much right there on the east coast of Georgia, South Carolina, and it's gonna push a little bit further inland before coming back out to sea, actually, which I'm about to get to. I'll get to in just a minute on all that. So SPC though, let's go ahead and get you updated on that. This is the very latest. Indianapolis, you're still in the marginal risk. Expect possible chance of severe thunderstorms today. Very isolated though, shouldn't be a big threat today. We'll go ahead and switch over to the simulated radar here from HRR and show you what to kind of expect for that as it goes through the day. So here's starting now. As we push forward in the afternoon, you see that storm start to really ramp up there in Ohio, Indiana, and then a few starts to form around the Indianapolis area and throughout, even all the way down through southern Illinois. I think that's another thing that they added recently. They added the thunderstorm risk all the way down into West Kentucky, southern Illinois. So we do have a chance for possibly an isolated thunderstorm today, this evening, especially this evening, afternoon, late afternoon, overnight hours. This as we push through the midnight, it's about midnight area. Just kind of a scattering of showers and thunderstorms, but nothing really going to be expected severe down this way, fortunately. Starts to even Debbie's remnants down there a little bit on the next as we get to the 42-hour time frame. Let's go ahead and look at the long range stuff. We'll kind of show you what's going on with Debby, because Debby, like I said, she's going to be going back out into the ocean, come back in, and start heading toward us actually for the next 72 hours. But what's saving us from Debbie's remnants this time, which we won't have to worry about like we did the last time, we do have a trough this time that's going to push her back out into the northeast coastline and out of our area. And that's going to be really fortunate. That trough, and usually, like I said, trough's going to be usually bring in rain or chances, or at least maybe even storms themselves. But in this time frame, we're actually going to be staying dry. It's just going to be bringing much cooler weather, and that's going to be really nice as we push through. Our next chance of rain, really, after today and then tomorrow, really, we'll have a very, very slight isolated chance. But our next chance of rain for our tri-state was not going to be till Monday. And much nicer temperatures on that as well for the most part. You know, like today's going to be a pretty hot day. We'll go ahead and show you that real quick. Let's find the surface temps here. So like I said, we got to get through the day. Pretty significant heat wave coming in. A lot of 90s. Pretty high heat index going on today. But then as we go to tomorrow, it starts cooling off just a tiny bit. Still going to be fairly warm, 81, 80s. Actually going to be cooling off pretty significantly through our area, but there's going to be some spots out in East Kentucky that's still pretty hot. But through the Texas and Oklahoma area, it's going to be pretty warm still. But that's going to be kind of the thing. We're going to should be staying mostly in the 80s over the next week, really, as you can see, as we push forward. So that's going to be really nice as we go forward. And that's all due to that pattern that we're getting into. As school gets back into play here, I know it's going to be perfect weather for all that. Don't have to really worry about too much rain on the bus stop, nothing like that. You couldn't really ask for a better week to get back to school. Overall, though, I think we're going to be seeing a much nicer weather pattern over the next week. And I think we can really, not a whole lot else to really say about it. I think it's going to be pretty boring in a lot of ways for our weather compared to what we have been seeing for the last month and really for the last all spring, really, before that. But I think we can all agree that we'll take it. So we appreciate you tuning in. This is Ohio Valley Weather Watch. My name is Zach Jennings. I'll catch y'all later.